else. Until then, they were scratching their heads.
Trouble already. That's Lancaster in the 83. Is that Dowsett in the 11? It is.
And he was running 5th, off to a great start. And Lancaster had moved up a little bit after starting in 13th position. Not sure if there's
not a great
that
deal
much damage.
Very little damage. You see a little damage to the left front of Dowsett's car.
Let's take a look.
There's Dowsett on the inside in the 11. Got a little bit sideways there. And then there was contact. The 34 William Mullins was trying to give him some extra room and ended up bouncing off of the 11. The 83 had a little bit of help from behind, turned him around. Could have been a lot worse, Kevin.
We had a big one on the second lap last year, so we dodged that one.
I'm not sure that Dowsett didn't have some sort of an issue because he got all 4 tires down below the double yellow line. He may have had some sort of an issue.
Or he thought that something bad was about to happen and I want to get out of the way. And for all the guys in the back, that's what they just said. I want to avoid that problem that's going to happen early. All the fast guys.
Here's Theriault on the inside in the 52 car. Oh, trouble.
Oh, and a big hit that Thompson took. Multiple incidents on this one. LeBeau. And on fire, that's Baccarella.
AJ Fyke, the 27 car, also with fire trailing. There's the Gree car right there of Gus Dean.
Ray Cicerelli also involved. Great story. He qualified 7th yesterday in his 9th start. Didn't have a crew. Had to hire one last night.
Michael Lira into the outside wall. You know what? The cautions breed cautions. We say that all the time, Kevin.
I don't know if this would qualify as the big one, but it was pretty significant.
See a lot of damage on that Phoenix Air car for Mark Thompson. We're hearing they're going to stop the cars on the backstretch to give the track officials time to clean this up.
That was a big hit that Gus Dean took. Big damage there for Andy Seiss in the 2 car, the Robert B. Auer company. Eric Cottle, yes, sorry. Fight comes to a stop.
Yeah, considerable damage there to Cottle's car. Look at Gus Dean's car. Wintron Racing hard into the inside wall. Look at all the damage to the back of that Gree car.
Good to see him moving around inside. He's one of the full-timers this season, running for the championship and for the Scotch Rookie of the Year after just 7 starts last season and a win at Talladega. Helmet off for the 22-year-old from South Carolina.
Good to see him moving around in that car, though. Hard hit.
So this eliminates a few contenders. Dean was one of those. Hadn't been running up as high as he would want today, but he's had a pretty good car here this weekend.
99th career start for Mark Thompson there in the Phoenix Air Ford.
Good to see him climbing out. All right, let's find out what happened.
Looked like the 66 of Mark Thompson got a bit of a bump from that white and red car.
And then Lyra came by and collected Thompson again. And then Baccarella and LeBeau in front. Once one thing happens, it's everyone reacting, trying to be evasive.
And they're running so tight there, especially right after a restart. We were double file for 12, 15 rows.
Let's watch the top of the screen now.
There's going to be the bump right there. That turned Mark Thompson right into Gus Dean.
Oh,
hard hit. Michael Lira. John Ferry, their 16 car, around in the middle of the racetrack.
Let's see what we see on board from Gus Dean. 32-degree cooling products.
Absolutely zero warning.
Yep. And nothing you can do.
Not one thing that he could do. He's just along for the ride at this point. AJ Fike up against the outside wall.
Really tough hit for them in the Liberty Village car. Planning on running the full season this year. That's the idea. AJ's done a little bit of everything. He's won in ARCA on the dirt, but he's running the truck series. He's been a USAC champion.
He made 15 starts last year, had 8 top 10 finishes. Bo Baccarella really with a hard hit on Gus Dean. Just like Michael Lear, a hard hit into the 66 car of Mark Thompson. Ferry with some damage in that 16 car as well.
So it all started when the car behind Thompson
trouble.
There we have a big one in the back.
Michael Self is involved, as well as Thomas Prater. There's Andy Seiss. Quint Houff right there, the 98, also involved. Leilani with damage.
Ed Pompa. So I again would call that just a significant one. Probably not the big one. Luckily we avoided that. But really unfortunate for several, including Thomas Prater, who's been having a really good run here this evening.
Look, all the damage to Leilani's vegan-powered Toyota. We talk about we got inside 20 to go, Kevin. You start pushing a little bit more. You start giving people less room. Bo LeMastus with a lot of damage in his Crosley Dodge.
Oh, and he was strong trying to back up his good run here last year with another one. It's not going to happen. 6th last year. Houff got some things done, leading some laps, showing what he could do. But unfortunately, it's not going to be the finish he was hoping for. Same for Prater.
Tough break. You get inside of 20 laps to go. You've had a great run. Thomas Prater did a nice job to stay down on that early caution when a lot of people came down pit road, maintained the top 3 spot along with Quint Houff.
So right there, Jones is clearly in front.
So let's see where it starts here. Here's Leilani. She's going to get a bump and turns her right in to Thomas Prater. No fault of her own, and again, that's just hard racing. And again, here's the 28 of Michael Self. You see the bump right there. Michael thinks he's going to be okay, but unfortunately, gets a little bit of contact on the right side. I think he avoided Bo LeMastus. You see the bump from Bo.
And then he gets into Prater.
Yep. See the damage between Prater and Michael Self. See Ed Pompa go by on the outside. He's going to make contact. There he is with the outside wall. Pretty significant contact. Quint Houff already made contact with a 98. Sideline away. It would be nice if that contact.
And hard into the wall. And it looks like the 33 of Fontaine is
on his side.
His lid now.
See Bobby Gerhardt also involved.
Gerhardt in the 5. And we are under caution with 5 to go at Daytona. And that's the 7 car of Cody Robaugh, I believe, in front there of the 5.
Safety workers right on it to get there to Fontaine.
Look at the top of the screen first. No, from the bottom to the top.
Looked like maybe Kaz Gralla might have got into the 58 car of Clint King to maybe start this. And again, everybody's out there pushing and shoving and not trying to give up any room whatsoever. You see the 33 of Fontaine sliding on his roof, and it's going to tip back over.
So how difficult...
There's another view. Looked like there might have been some contact there, and that got the 58 of Clint King, I think, into Justin Fontaine's 33 car. Cody Robaugh, Bobby Gerhart came along with absolutely nowhere to go. You see Derek Lancaster gets into the outside wall right in front of them.
And Justin Fontaine took a big head-on hits.
See, right side of your screen, look at the green car. They're just in there pushing and shoving, drafting. Looked like it really got into the 7 of Cody Robaugh, and that got him into Justin Fontaine. But again, nothing these drivers could do. They're just along for the ride right here.
When they're running this close, it's one thing when you're going down the backstretch in a straight line. How difficult is that to do when you're all hooked up nose to tail and coming through that little kink in the tri-oval?
There's a 55, Noah Gregson, his on board. Watch out to his left side of his window. You see the green car get a little bit of a bump. He gets into 7, and that puts the 7 up into the outside line where he makes contact. It's very difficult, though, Kevin, in answer to your question, because these cars jump around at best, and you've got somebody just inches away from you, both front, back, and on your side.
Wild ride in the Promatic car for Justin Fontaine.
It eases over on its roof. The encouraging thing is there was not a hard hit. I mean, you have hard flips and easy flips. That was a relatively easy flip.
The flip was fine. It was the initial impact into the safer barrier that was more significant.
And thank goodness for that safer barrier you just mentioned.
Last time there was a restart with less than 5 to go here was in 2012 when Bob